Well, Darrell, for the first time in 2009, but for our 9th consecutive year of NASCAR on Fox, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time, Saturday night style.
That's why my voice goes way up. I've got them belts tight, baby. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
In tow. First 3 single file. Then Junior on the outside.
Looks like Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that high lane is getting really a good push from Bobby Labonte in that 96 car. And we've seen that a lot here lately, that 2 cars on the outside, the way the draft works, you can really get a good run even with a lot of cars lined up on the bottom.
Tell you, Bobby Labonte's car was really fast in practice. He had one of the fastest practice speeds of anybody.
Kevin Harvick started in the back row. He's passed 6.
I'll be kind of interested to see how Jeff Gordon fares from back there in 28 starting spot, what his strategy will be.
Harvick in the 29. Jeff Burton, his teammate, pulls alongside.
And we mentioned Jeff Burton had to drop to the rear of the field because of the NASCAR rule of changing engines. With the problems they had, this is the first laps he's made with this engine in this 31 car.
One of the things we're going to have to watch for, Mike, Larry, you know this, is tape on the grill. Sometimes these guys will get real aggressive with that, and sometimes they overdo it and the things will start running hot.
190 miles an hour. The Eau Claire, Wisconsin driver Paul Menard racing a Ford in 2009 for Yates Racing. Out in front of the Budweiser shootout field, Reed Sorensen being challenged by Denny Hamlin in the 11 on the outside.
Now Hamlin looks like he's going to drop down behind Paul Menard.
Not for long.
In that 98 car. Now he jumps back to the high side.
Yeah, not for long.
Hamlin and Sadler on the high side, and they're going right to the front past Menard.
Yeah, look how much faster they are.
Well, they gained up on Menard. I mean, Hamlin and those guys got hooked up on the outside, and Menard was a set and duck.
Now Brian Vickers in the 83 inside of Sadler, but the 2006 winner of this race, Denny Hamlin, pulls out in front.
Of course, this first 20 laps doesn't really mean anything, you know. It's just to get to that break so you can mainly catch your breath.
But how about Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that 88 car going for the lead? He's right beside Denny Hamlin at 11 on the backstretch. And I think the fans will let you know who's fighting for the lead. Boy, Kurt Busch in that 2 car was sideways. Casey Kane got into the back of him.
Man.
Sadler jumps down behind
You're
Junior.
all clear, all clear.
Won't hear that very often. All clear.
Junior went to the front.
We got trouble. David Reagan in the 6, Joey Logano in the 20.
And Robbie Gordon. Scott Speed, the 82, and Greg Biffle are in it.
Caution out. Well, that didn't take long.
Logano had just come from finishing 2nd in the ARCA 200 this afternoon. That's why he missed the drivers' meeting. They had a red flag in the ARCA race, and he was waiting for the race to finish out in his car on track. So he missed the meeting, had to start last, and he gets caught up in the first incident of the night along with Scott Speed and the 16 of Greg Biffle. Watch
Speed.
Logano in the 20 on the right underneath Jeff Gordon.
That actually starts, I think, a little further up here.
It does.
Robbie Gordon in the 7 gets into the back of David Reagan in the 6, and it's the accordion effect from there. And Joey Logano in the 20 just gets clipped as Scott Speed, the 82, comes off the banking.
Second wreck at Scott
Look at Jeff Gordon in that 24.
Scott was in a wreck last night here, very similar.
Watch the 24 of Gordon up high as this unfolds, snaking his way through it.
Boy, look at that.
Unbelievable.
Jeff did a
Unless
incredible job. I mean, that was, but to dodge those cars and weave his way through there like that at speed. Digger says, man, y'all woke me up
in my hole.
Y'all woke me up early.
back from Jimmy Johnson as David Reagan tries to whoa up and gets
Look at that.